We're moving into a dynamic march with a mini band. So you're gonna want something lighter on the resistance, and you're gonna hook it around your feet. Then from here, you're gonna stand with slight tension on the band. Feet are flat, toes are forward, hands can be wherever is most comfortable. You're gonna transfer your weight to one leg as you drive the knee up to 90, flex the toes to the shin, hold for a second, place back down with control, and then go to the other side. We're gonna alternate for 1 minute. So keeping that slight tension out, we're engaging the sides of the glutes and the outside of the legs, so getting into those stabilizers, and then really working those hip flexors as you draw the knee up and down with control. You might also feel your core as you drive that knee up. You're connecting into it to help you with balance, but also just bringing that knee up is going to engage a little bit into that lower abdomen. All right, time is up. You can remove the band and come back to center. We're moving into hip circles. On your mat, place your feet about shoulder distance apart. Hands are wherever is comfortable. From here, we're gonna push our hips to one side, then slightly forward to the other side, and then just slightly back. So we're gonna go one direction for the first 30 seconds. So just focus on the mobility and the movement coming into the hips, but feeling that pull and press as you're making that circle. All right, we're gonna go the other direction for 30 seconds. All right, and time is up. Just relax at center. We're moving into a standing quad stretch. Picking one leg to start, grab the ankle if you can, foot if you can't quite reach your ankle. Then you're gonna draw the leg back. You wanna have your knee facing down and your legs relatively close together. Think about taking your pelvis and your tailbone and tucking it under, which should want to bring your leg forward, but then keep your pelvis tucked and draw that leg back to really get into the quad. You can hold on to something for balance, or raising the opposite arm overhead will help as well. We're going to be here for 1 minute. So focus on knee facing down, legs as close together as you can get them, pelvis tucked under, and that leg is drawn back. All right, time's up on that side. We're gonna switch and holding for 1 minute. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax back at center. We're moving into a 3-point hamstring stretch. Standing with your feet about hip distance apart, we're going to start by angling those toes out about 45 degrees. Just a very soft bend in the knees, just so they're not locked out, but you want your legs overall pretty straight. You're going to place your hands on your hips or somewhere that's comfortable. We're going to push our hips back, initiate the hinge with a flat back. So think about driving those hips back, coming down as soon as you start to feel that stretch, and we're going to be holding for 30 seconds. Okay, slowly coming up. When you're back up, you're now gonna bring your feet, so toes are facing straight forward. Same thing, hips back, hinge forward with a flat back, and we're holding for 30 seconds. So we're changing our foot positioning to get all angles of the hamstrings. And slowly coming back up to finish, we're gonna angle those toes in about 45, hips back one more time, hinge over, and we're holding for a final 30 seconds. All right, time's up. Slowly come up and back to center. We're moving into a full plank. Coming onto your forearms and your feet. You're gonna want your elbows underneath your shoulders, up on the balls of your feet. You're gonna tuck your pelvis under, so our bum's not up, it's tucked down, but pelvis is actually scooped under, engaging the glutes, push up between the shoulder blades and back through the heels. We're gonna hold for 1 minute. So try to be as strong, stiff, and intentional as you can. So straight legs, push back through those heels, up between the shoulder blades so we're not letting them down, pelvis tucked, glutes squeezed, braced core. If you get to the point where you just cannot hold it anymore, you can drop to your knees or take a quick break, but then pop back up as soon as you can. All right, time is up. Release and come back to center. We're moving into a bridge. Lying on your back, feet are planted, upper body is relaxed. From here, take your pelvis and tuck it under. So think about pressing your low back into the mat. Keep your pelvis tucked. We're gonna drive down through the heels, up through the hips, coming all the way up, squeezing your glutes. Hold for a second, then release back down and repeat. We're gonna go for 1 minute. You wanna focus on having your knees the same width distance as your feet are. So just watching that they're not caving in. So focusing on strengthening the glutes, the hamstrings, and working into these abdominals and pelvis stabilizer muscles by really focusing on tucking under before you press your hips up. All right, time is up. You can release and come back to center. We're moving into a seated 4. So on your mat, hands in behind for support, you're bringing one ankle to the knee, flexing the toes to the shin of the side that you're stretching. Chest is up nice and tall, and we're holding for 45 seconds. So we're stretching out the glute of that bent leg, ensuring again the toes are pulled up to the shin. You'll notice if you bring yourself a little bit more upright, you increase the stretch, and if you lean back just a bit more, it releases off. So try to find that spot that works the best for you. And while you're holding, you want to think about taking the knee of the bent leg and pressing it away from you. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch, and holding for 45 seconds. All right, time is up. Release and come back to center. We're moving into a chest stretch. Seated comfortable on your mat, you're gonna lace your fingers in behind your back. From here, roll your shoulders down and back, chest is up nice and tall, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and we're gonna hold for 45 seconds. So feeling a stretch in your chest and front shoulders. As long as you can stay upright, if you'd like to increase the stretch, keep your arms straight and just gently and slowly raise them up a little bit. That should increase the stretch you feel across your shoulders and your inner chest. All right, time is up. Release, back to center. We're moving into a side neck stretch. So seated comfortable, sitting up nice and tall, you're gonna extend one arm out to the side. From here, tilting your head off the opposite way, letting your ear relax down towards the shoulder, and we're gonna hold for 30 seconds. So feeling a big stretch into the side of your neck. Time's up on that side. We're gonna switch, extend the arm, ear towards the shoulder, relax the shoulders down, torso is tall, and we're holding for 30 seconds. All right, time is up. Release, back to center. That wraps up today's routine. We'll see you next time.